If you feel tired more easily, like your energy is not where it used to be or where it could be, as a man, you feel like you passed your peak or something is missing, well, you're not necessarily lazy or you're not crazy. Those all could be signs of low testosterone. I'm Dr. Adam and I focus on mental health optimization. And today we're going to discuss 7 signs that, if you have, could mean that you might be dealing with low or at least suboptimal testosterone. Let's start with constant fatigue. One of the first and most common signs of low testosterone is going to be that feeling of low energy that is kind of more consistent. I'm not talking about, feeling a little bit low on energy after a long night out or a hard workout at the gym. This is normal. But if you are getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep and you're still waking up feeling tired, or you're hitting that wall in the early afternoon, those could be signs of low testosterone. See, testosterone plays a major role in energy production at the level of the cell, and it can affect things like your red blood cells, which are important for delivery of oxygen to your tissue. It can affect the mitochondria efficiency, and it can just slow you down in general if you have low testosterone. So again, if you are waking up constantly feeling tired, if you feel like you need more and more caffeine to be able to function throughout the day, those all could be signs that your body's telling you to check your testosterone levels and see where you are. Number two is brain fog or difficulties in concentrating. And this is one that I often see men ignore or blame on other reasons like stress or aging. But what you have to remember is testosterone doesn't only have physical effects, but it also has mental effects, and it can affect our brain. It can affect certain neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and that combination of neurotransmitters plays a huge role in things like our mood, our motivation, and our focus. Guys will often come to see me and they say things like they're starting to forget simple things. They don't have the motivation that they used to. They're having difficulty concentrating. They can't focus, especially now with social media. A lot of these things can be red flags, especially if you used to be more focused, more driven, more motivated, and you feel like there's a decline in all of these things. So, another reason to check where your testosterone levels are. And by the way, if you are a man who want more strength, more vitality, more focus, more health, make sure you subscribe, because we're going to be talking more and more about how to fix that problem and optimize your hormone levels and your health in the coming videos. Number three, and one that often causes a lot of stress for men, is sexual dysfunction. See, testosterone plays a key role in libido, in sexual health, and in sexual ability. So if your testosterone drops, your desire to have sex might drop, but also it's not just your desire, your ability to perform can also decline. So if you are relying more and more on medications, or if you're not using medications, but again, you feel like your sexual function, your sexual ability, your libido is dropping, make sure you check your testosterone levels and see where that is at, because that could be the missing key in your health and in your sexual function. Number four, and another sign of low testosterone, can be loss of muscle and strength. Or even, I would say, going to the gym and being physically active but not seeing the same response that you used to have. See, testosterone is an anabolic steroid. It literally helps you build muscles. If your testosterone levels start to fall, the way your muscles gonna respond is gonna be affected. And that's why sometimes people with low testosterone will be putting the work in, exercising, going to the gym, but they're not seeing the results that they could be seeing if their testosterone was more optimal. Over time, this can lead to a softer look with less muscle and more fat. And the muscle to fat ratio is an important thing. It's a topic that we're not going to dive into too much in this video. Maybe we'll make another video about it. But if you want to feel as strong and look as strong as you can, make sure that your testosterone levels are optimized. Number five, and related to what we were talking about just a minute ago, another sign of low testosterone can be increased belly fat. See, testosterone is a hormone that helps regulate fat metabolism, and low testosterone can mean more fat. and especially visceral fat, which is a type of fat that is found in your belly and surrounding your organs. And by the way, more fat can also mean increased conversion of testosterone into estrogen, which can be a vicious cycle if you're trying to increase your testosterone. So if you're starting to see that belly fat creep up and you are having a hard time trying to lose weight, it can be a good time to check your testosterone levels and try to get these levels optimized. Number six is mood changes and irritability. As we've mentioned before, testosterone is important not only for our physical health, but for our mental health as well. And it can affect our brain and neurotransmitters. But it's not just focus and concentration, but it's also important for our mood regulation and our emotional regulations, which is why sometimes low testosterone can be associated with things like irritability, anxiety, and even depression. So if you are feeling like you are getting irritated, even at small things that never used to irritate you before, if you are feeling like you're a little bit depressed, you don't have the motivation that you used to, many of these things can be signs of low testosterone. So you want to make sure that you do get your testosterone checked and you know what you can be doing to optimize these levels, not just for physical health, but for your mental health as well. Finally, and number seven is poor recovery. Low testosterone can make it harder for your body to repair itself, and so injuries can take longer to heal, and workouts can take longer to recover from. And you might find yourself skipping workouts because you don't feel up to it. It's going to be harder to find the motivation to do something. And when you push yourself and do it, you can find that it's taken longer to recover. Again, this might not be laziness. It could be that your body is telling you that something is off about its hormones. And that thing might very well be testosterone. So make sure that you are optimizing these levels as much as you can. So if you have two or more of these symptoms, and again, they are loss of energy, brain fog, sexual dysfunction, muscle loss, increased belly fat, mood changes, or poor recovery. If you have two or more of these, it can be a great idea to get your testosterone levels checked. And in some of the next videos, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for and what you can do to help improve your symptoms and turn things around. And I do think it's a great idea to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos about how to turn your health around and how to optimize your hormonal levels.